Welcome to my DeFi Kingdoms Legion update. Today's video, I will be covering my Legion, where I stand with my goals. I will also be showcasing some new wallets that I have built solely to test the profitability of questing. There will also be a lot of FUD in this video. Sorry, not everything can always be wonderful and perfect in the Web3 world. So, I will also like to share with you that I am still very bullish on DeFi Kingdoms. So, with that said, let's cover the quick steps on how to be winning in Web3. Step 1, start playing DeFi Kingdoms. Step 2, build a Legion. Step 3, get a bot like DeFi or DFK Helper to help you command that Legion. And finally, claim your legacy. With that said, I need to share with you that everything in this video is not financial advice. I am just showing you how I am playing the game and what I have going on. So, also need to put out a little public service announcement. Please do not let FOMO cause you to become homeless and eating out of a dumpster. Well, I think that was enough intro. Let's get into it. And thanks again for joining. And don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, so let the FUD begin. So this stream's going to have a lot of FUD in it. I'm sorry, but if anyone out there knows me, I absolutely love DeFi Kingdoms and think it's the best Web3 game out there. But with that said, let's get into my rant. So, a lot of people out there I hear talking about one of the big obstacles for Web3 is building a wallet. Now, I know in DeFi Kingdoms we have the holiday wallet, and that's real simple to get in. Nothing against the holiday wallet. I just prefer a wallet like MetaMask. Now, honestly, I don't think the difficulty levels of building a MetaMask wallet or a similar wallet is what's keeping people from playing Web3 games. The first thing we need to get over with the whole building a wallet is the fact that everyone keeps saying it's hard to build a wallet. It is not hard to build a wallet. I mean, there's a lot of tutorials out there, but honestly, if you just go to the website and download it and follow the steps, it's not difficult. Now, I know managing your seed phrase can be a little difficult for some people, more just because they're not familiar with it, not because it's difficult to write down and put it in a notepad and go throw it in a safe, or however you prefer to save it. I know there's 100 different ways you can do it out there. I have decided here in the next couple months, I will build a how-to video on how to build a MetaMask wallet. And with that video, you should be able to build any other wallet as well. They're all pretty much the same. But I think is what keeps people from playing Web3 is not a MetaMask wallet. Because let's be honest, if you're a gamer, you got the intelligence to build a wallet. I mean, you can figure out the mechanics of boss battles. You can figure out how to do all that stuff in the games. I'm sure you can figure out how to build a MetaMask wallet. It's not difficult. And I think the problem is, first, everyone keeps telling you it's hard to build, which that's a whole mental thing you got to get over. It's not hard to build. It's different, but it's not hard to build. When you go on Steam, you got to build a Steam account. When you go play a game on Blizzard, you got to build a Blizzard account, all that good stuff. It's kind of difficult to get money into the game, but with all the new on-ramps and all the stuff like that, it's pretty simple. You just got to learn it. Just kind of like when you got to go learn a new boss battle. But I think the main problem why people aren't willing to build wallets to start playing Web3, and this is where the FUD starts. As of right now, there's really no games out there that are attractive enough to bring players in. And yes, I do put DeFi Kingdoms in that category as well, even though I absolutely love the game, think it's awesome, enjoy playing it. But it's not quite at that level yet to bring Web 2 gamers over to Web 3. But let's think about that a little bit, because although it might sound like I'm saying all these Web 3 games aren't shit, they haven't had the time yet to develop to that level. Let's look at the facts, I guess you could call it. Look at what's one of the really big games out there, Fortnite. It took Fortnite, what, 6 million years to build? Actually, I think it was closer to 10 years, but it took them 10 years to build. Go back and double check my facts on that, but I think it's 10 years, 12 years, one of those numbers. How long has DeFi Kingdoms been building for now? A little over 2 years? It's going to take, I'm hoping not 10 years, but it's going to take time for them to get to that level to draw in that type of crowd. All your games out there took, I'd say on average from 5 to 10 years to build. We're only 2 years into this on DeFi Kingdoms. You look at, I think Axie Infinity's going on, I think 3 years now, 3.5 years, something like that. So they're getting close to that timeline. And I don't know how many of you all out there follow Axie Infinity, but they have a lot going on. They got land play going on now. They have done a lot of work, and they're getting to that point to where they have to have something started here soon that's going to draw people in. Me personally, I look at Axie Infinity, I look at the gameplay and all that. I'm just not into it. It's just not my type of game. Now, I haven't really looked at the land play and all that stuff, so I'm speaking from a high level of ignorance on it, even though I have, I don't know, probably 500 Axies still. But it doesn't draw me in. If I was a Web 2 gamer and I'm looking at Axie Infinity, I'm not going to go learn a whole new ecosystem to play it. I'm not going to go do all that to play the game, not when I got all the Web 2 games out there I can be playing. If you look at DeFi Kingdoms, the only reason I'm so into DeFi Kingdoms is because I see the future in DeFi Kingdoms and I see the vision of what they're building, and I want to be in at the ground level. Now, that's a big draw to me, but the mass players out there in Web 2, I don't see it as being enough for them to want to come in and learn an entire new ecosystem, a new style of gameplay. Now, the gameplay itself might not be a new style, but the whole money aspect's a new style. So we're not quite there yet to get mass adoption from Web 2 in order to get them to build a wallet. And plus, y'all keep telling them it's difficult. Quit telling them it's difficult. Show them how to do it. Show them how easy it is. Give them the links to the websites and all that. But in my opinion, as far as the wallets being what's keeping people from playing Web 2 or Web 3 games is not the problem with Web 3 right now. So, with that said, let's get into my Legion update and what I got going on. So, let's start with where I'm sitting at with my goal to 10,000 heroes. I'm just a little over 5,000 now. So, a little over halfway. I got a long ways to go. And it is taking time to get all that set up. Let's talk about the struggles that I'm encountering as I do my summoning. So I got my summoning wallets over here. All right, let's go over to my summoning wallets. Not 4. Right now I got number 9, and I click on 8. Number 9 is one of my main summoning wallets. I guess it'd be easier to show you over here. So we go over to number 9, summoning. So recently, I matched up a little over 400 pairs. So if you look at all these pairs in here, it takes a long time to match all these up. That 400 pairs that I matched up, I kind of kept a rough track of how much time it took me to match up those 400 pairs, because I'm noticing my biggest struggle in DeFi Kingdoms right now is time management. So those 400 pairs took me almost 20 hours to make. Because now I know I'm mass summoning, so a lot of people are probably thinking, and I've thought about going that route of just match them up as, put warriors and knights together and that, and not pay attention to any of the other stuff, like mutations and all that. But I just keep putting back in the back of my head, why just keep summoning garbage when I could just spend a little bit more time and increase my odds of getting better outcomes? Now, as I keep saying, I don't play this game for money. My whole goal is not to become wealthy off of this. I want to be, but that's not my main goal. I just want to have fun. But with that whole making money aspect in the back of my mind, I keep thinking I can just keep building garbage heroes, and I'll have what I need to do what I want to do. My gameplay style, it won't be that affected by having higher quality heroes, but at the same time, I could summon nothing but 4 heroes, and I would be fine with that as far as my style of gameplay. But why not increase the odds of making heroes that are not floor heroes, that have more value and will actually do better in the game, even for what I'm trying to do? So, with that said, that's where I'm sitting at with my summoning. So, I currently only have 53 more to go to finish up, and then I will have to start making pairs again. So, now I'm going to probably slow down on my goal to 10,000 heroes. And I will kind of explain more why I'm planning on slowing down and what I got going on. So if we go over here to my sheets, go over to all my wallets, this is what I got going on. So I have 10 wallets now. I think the last time I did an update video, I was only at 6 wallets. Well, I decided to just go into the 10 because I got a lot of stuff I want to start doing here. So Wallet number 1 is now boot camp again. So I send everything over there after summoning them to figure out what I got to do with them. Now I've had to kind of stop sending them over there and send them straight to the wallets they want to be in, because if you go over here, go over to my heroes that I have in here in boot camp, you know, this is Sarandale. I currently have 778 heroes in Sarandale. That's a lot of heroes for one realm. But to get even worse, and I've been moving a lot out of here, go over to the DFK chain. I have, come on, hurry up and load, 1,088 heroes in DFK chain. That's way too many heroes in one chain, or in one realm. So, with that said, I need to start getting them moved out. Is what's slowing me down on the moving them out is everything I got going on with my wallets. So, wallet number 2, it is all rare or better heroes. So, with wallet number 2, I am not worried about profits, just building the best army that I can. I'm also going to be doing a lot of item LPs in there. Now, I know a lot of you guys are saying LP and items are kind of, it's not worth it, this, that, and the other. My problem with that is the less and less items we have LP'd, the harder it is to start selling items. So I kind of figure, since I have so many heroes and I'm gaining so many items, why would I not be one of the ones in the community supplying the LPs with items so we can start trading them easier? Easier. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm going to try and do my part and start getting a lot more items LP'd. Now, that's wallet number 2. That's all rare and better. So if you go over to DFK Helper and you go over to number 2, I don't have a whole lot of heroes over here. I am currently moving heroes over here. A lot of the struggles I'm having with this wallet that's taken up so much time. So it's going to sound like I'm just complaining about not having enough time to play the game. I be honest with you, I have a lot of other things that I want to do also besides just play DeFi Kingdoms. So my time is limited. With Helper, it really helps with that saving time. But I am not leveling most of my heroes that are rare or better. Now that's kind of stupid, you're thinking. I know I'm thinking that. So is what I've been doing is I've been going through and putting how I want to get them leveled and what crystals I want to use. Hey, how come you're not crystal picked? But anyway, so it's going to take time to go through and get all the stats to where I want them leveled with and all that stuff and get them over. So I still have a lot more heroes I need to get sent over here, but I also need to get them assigned to the right quest. So I know you're thinking, well, just assign them to the profession quest. Well, yeah, you're right. That's the way I'm going to do it. But as I come over here, if you look, I got way too many miners to level it that way. So I have to move a lot of these miners over to start farming me crystals, which I need crystals, so that's not a big deal. You know, that's not going to hurt me because I need crystals. It's going to still level them up quick and all that stuff. But I got to get them assigned to the right quest, as I was saying. Same thing with, I have a feeling I will end up with too many gardeners also. Now, I have a long ways to go. If you look, I got, these are my targets that I want to get to. So 18, I got enough miners over on Sarandale now. Crystal Vale, I got too many, so I got to get some of those assigned over here. Fishers and Foragers, 210, 210, so I'm a long ways away from that. So that's where wallet number 2's sitting. So now if we go over to wallet number 3, now these wallet, what is it, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 are testing wallets. I'm going to test the profitability of playing the game a certain way. Now, I want this to go on for as long as possible, but let's be honest, the game is evolving constantly. So I will probably have to make changes. But is what I got going on is wallet number 3. We'll talk about this one first. So wallet number 3, go over here. And this is what I currently have in wallet number 3. I have 1,020 heroes in there. I have 210 fishers on both realms. I got 210 foragers on both realms. I got 66 gardeners on Sarandale and 78 gardeners on Crystal Vale. I got 18 miners on each realm. So in this one, I am doing no crystal farming and I have no pets. And as how I started the wallet out is I started each one with 100 crystal and 100 jewel. Now, reported in here is just jewel. This is not jade or crystal or anything else. So I want to track it solely by crystal or by jewel. So every week or so, I will go through and see what my balances are as far as my crystal and jewel earnings. It'll either show a profit or it will show a loss. And that, I think, should be a really good gauge on whether or not questing is profitable. Now, here comes some more FUD. This is something we really need to think about. And this is probably one of the main reasons why I decided to start running these tests. So, now I know a lot of people talk about how awesome the tokenomics within DFK is. What I'm about ready to say should not take away from that. The tokenomics within DeFi Kingdoms is by far the best tokenomics out there. So, the problem is items. These items right now don't really have very much use case. I know you're saying you can make stam pots, and here soon it's going to be bring your own potions, and that's going to use up a lot of items. I think that's going to help with with how badly the price or the value of all these items are going down. They are going to continue to go down in value until we have a real use case. Right now, like I just discussed, we're talking about, the bring your own potions. That's going to cause a really big sink in or a really good, it's going to bring a lot of demand to the items. I do not believe, and this is just my speculation, bring your own potions alone is not going to bring a high enough demand to these items to increase the value of these items. I think it'll slow down the decrease in value of the items. If you think back, everyone was all so excited about pets because it was going to cause tiers to go up in value and we were going to run out and the world was going to come to the end and it was going to be the apocalypse and all that good stuff. Well, that didn't happen. I was kind of on the fence. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. The math said it was going to happen. But math only works in supply and demand if you truly have demand. The masses have to actually want to do what's going to increase demand. So, with the bring your own potions, let's talk solely about boar hunts. It already costs to play boar hunts. You know, whether or not you think it costs too much to play or not, that's all up to you. I think the cost with the value of crystal and everything where it is pretty accurate. I think it's pretty much right where it needs to be. Now, if I got to bring my own potions, is that going to make a difference? I think with the amount of items that I gather and all that stuff and how easily I can craft those potions, I don't think it's going to be a big deal and cause boar hunts to be too expensive to play. But it is going to have that effect on some of the players out there. You know, I already hear a number of players talking about how it's too expensive to play boar hunts. You know, that's all going to be a matter of an individual's opinion. Do I think people playing boar hunts is going to cause us to make that many potions to where it's going to cause the demand of items to go up enough to increase their value? No, I don't. I think we need a lot more than just bring your own potions. You know, we'll go back to my rant to where we're a long ways away from getting that mass adoption into Web3 gaming. Now, I think the upcoming bull market's going to really help with all that, and that might help. But I think we're still a long ways away from that. So that's why I'm running the Legion test to see where I stand as far as profitability on these items. Because at some point, I'm going to have to make that decision. Is leveling my heroes worth the gas cost that it costs to go on quest? Now, I know some of you guys are thinking, well, we got expeditions on the way. Well, to be fully honest, I don't count on anything in the game based on what is coming. I have to base the gameplay and my decisions on what we have right now. But let's speculate and assume we have expeditions and we can start sending them on expeditions and it's going to really reduce our gas costs. That's just going to create a higher supply of items. And if we don't have the demand for those items, the value of those items are going to decrease at a higher rate because everyone's going to be trying to sell them to cover their gas costs. Now, this is just my speculation. This is not financial advice because I really don't know how this is going to play off. But with the information I have, these are the decisions I'm making. And that's why I'm doing these tests so I know when I got to pivot and when I got to make those decisions to either stop questing or just eat the cost of continuing to quest at a loss because I want the levels and I want to be ready. So, with that said, that's what I got going on with wallet 3. Now, wallet number 4 is basically the exact same test, except for it's with pets. Now, this wallet I'm really struggling with because right now, starting from scratch, I have to equip these pets because a lot of them weren't equipped when I sent them over here. Most of the heroes in this wallet are very low levels, So they're not bringing me back as much. So let's go to wallet number 4, and I'll show you where I'm at. So I've been having to slowly move them in here. So if you want to compare wallet 3 and wallet 4 with pets and without pets, we're going to have to wait for things to stabilize and to get all the heroes over here and to get them all equipped with pets. So right now, I'm having to create or make pet traits, which means I have less items I can't talk, to sell. So I'm not profitable because I'm using a lot of items to make pet treats. Now I know I can just buy pet treats also, but I chose right now to make pet treats versus buying pet treats. So you have to make your own decision on that because it flips back and forth which way is cheaper to go. So using DFK Helper, I just let it make all my treats for me. But as you see, I don't have that many heroes in here yet because of that. I don't have them to just automatically equip. The other struggle I'm coming with on this wallet is none of these heroes were leveling before I sent them over here. So each hero that I send over here right off the bat needs to get leveled. Now, I know at low level it's not that expensive to level, but it's still Shavas runes. Oops, time to wake up. And it's still a little bit of crystal. Well, 265 heroes, that ends up a fair amount of crystal. And that ends up a lot of Shavas runes. And I'm not earning Shavas runes quick enough, so I had to purchase some Shavas runes also. So I'm way behind on wallet number 4. So let's go look over here. That was wallet number 9. Let's go back up to wallet number 4. Wallet number 4. So as you see in here, and this is on Crystal Veil, Crystal Veil, I just bought some more crystal to keep leveling. I'm at 191 and 85. So not bad, but I'm not really profiting yet. I will start to here soon. And just let you know, guys over there at DFK, when you guys release an awesome new feature such as this whole pop-up that shows me the USD value of these things, give us some heads up so we know, so we can make a big deal about it instead of just coming, oh shit, that's kind of neat. But I'm going to make a big deal out of it here now. This is completely freaking awesome, this USD value that's coming up here. I'm sorry, that just excites me. Good job, team. I never cease to be amazed at how much you guys actually do. Little things like this you put out there and you don't even let people know. I know you guys just did an announcement. You did something else that has pop-ups on it. Something in the heroes, if I remember correctly. Hero leveling. That's what it was. It was something in hero leveling, which I haven't went and looked at yet. You guys do too much stuff. You guys got too much going on here. Meditation circle, wander, start meditation. Let's just select a hero. Huh. I don't know. There was some pop-up that was supposed to be in here. I don't remember what it was. Something to do with the stats. Anyways, I'll go look that up and see. So they actually did announce one of the cool new features that they added in there. But yeah, so this is Crystal Vale. Let's go over to Serendale. That one I'm struggling on also because of the whole pet thing. So I started in here with 100 clay and 100 jade. And we currently have 78 clay and 80 jade. So as you see, I'm way down. So you could say questing is a loss. Well, I would agree with you, but remember, we're looking at, equipping pets, making pet treats and getting everything squared away, getting all the heroes leveled up. It's going to take a while to level out, and then I'm going to continue to add heroes as the funds become available to start doing more leveling and whatnot, I figure maybe I can add, 100 heroes a week into here and still stay above, because I don't want to add any money into this account. So as things go up, then I can start selling. And right now in inventory, I ain't got shit to sell. Like I said, I had to buy a bunch of Shavas runes. That hurt. I got some bloaters to sell. Ooh, let's sell them bloaters. Bloaters are gone way up in value. I don't know what people are thinking, but keep buying them, guys. I'm all for it. Anything that helps me make money right now to help support my insane habits, addictions, whatever you want to call them. And see, it's starting to go down. So that's why I'm trying to sell them off as soon as I get them. So that way I catch them while they're still up a little bit. So that's what I got going on for Wallet 3 and 4. So that's a test on profitability based on questing with or without heroes. There we go. So now what am I at? 84? Oh, nope, 80. Yay, 80. So let's go back over here and let's look at wallet number 5. Crystal farming. Is crystal farming profitable? Now, I haven't added any heroes or even started this one yet. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure I really want to do this one as a test. So, is what I'm thinking right now is I just send all my leftover heroes over here. I shouldn't say all of them, but most of my leftover heroes over here, and have them just crystal farming to see how profitable that'll be. Now, I'm still working on the details on how I want to do that and how I want to level and whatnot. So I'm a ways away from deciding on how to set that one up. But I think that'd be kind of a cool test, because a lot of people are wondering if, running training quests are worth it. I don't know. I do a lot of training quests because I like having the crystals, because I level a lot of heroes up with crystals. So it helps me out. And then number 7, wallet number 7, this is also another test. And this one, I want to I haven't started yet. I'm still trying to figure out the details in my head here. But I want to do it, Gen 1, 10 out of 10s, and see how profitable it is, just if I just want to summon them down and sell all the heroes off, buy 2 more 10 out of 10s, summon it all off, and then buy another set of 10 out of 10s. I want to see how profitable that could be, because in my mind, that should be very profitable. Now, if all 10 of those heroes end up floor heroes, it won't be. But if I get 2 or 3 of those with mutations, get lucky enough to drop 1 mythic, that could become really profitable. But we got to wait and see. And then 8 and 9, those wallets are my summoning wallets. That's what I'm using to build my Legion. Right now I'm doing Berserker Seers in wallet 8, and I got Scholars and Legionnaires in wallet number 9. Once those are done summoning, then I'll go back up to doing Warrior Knight, and then I'll do, what is it, Archer Thief, I think. God, man, my brain is not working. What is it? Did you not click? Why are you not opening? There we go. So yeah, Archer Thief, and then I'll just start going back through these again. Now I'm starting to get down to where I can start to probably do Warrior Knight, Archer Thief in one wallet, Priest, Wizard, Pirate, Monk in another wallet, and then go through and then do the Berserker, Scholar, and Legionnaire again. It's looking like I'm probably going to have to start buying a lot more 10 out of 10s again. But I don't know, because this is where I'm also dealing with, where we go, wallet number 10. So this is all my advanced or better heroes. So right now is all I'm focused on there is these will end up becoming summoning heroes. We'll summon with them. But to do the mass summoning I want to do with these guys, I need to get them leveled up. Because we're talking about advanced or better. So, at that point, I have a decent chance of an advanced hero dropping. I have an okay chance of what is the next one? Elite, and then however the patterns go there. Each one of these levels, I have a better option. So, not option, better chance of getting something I really want. So, with that said, let's go to wallet 10 and I will show you how many I got over there. I have a lot of advanced and better heroes. There we go, wallet number 10, heroes. Currently, I'm sitting at 0. I must be on Sarandale. Yep. I got no heroes over here. Or Klaytn, or not Klaytn, DFK Chain. So currently I'm on 564 heroes over here. So I need to get these all leveled up. And why do I want them leveled up? Because if I level them up, I can use the tier bonuses to increase their stats. Now, if I use the tier bonuses to increase their stats, that means I can now use either a lesser or regular stones on them and still get those boosts I want. What are these guys doing over here? But, you go over there, I need to do this, level them on the, or not level them, summon them on the cheaper end because I got so many I got to level. So, 550 heroes, let's just say 500, that's 250 pairs to do. And most of these have 5 summons or better left. So with that said, that could get very expensive if I'm using greater stones on them all. I don't want to use greater stones on them all. I wonder how many of these oddballs, because I have been starting to summon some of them. Let's just go for the advanced or better. Huh? Oh, that's because subclass. I do that all the time. All right, what we got here? So 173 advanced or better. So if I get those all up to level 10, and it's going to take a while, they're a long ways away. That's 2 extra stat, or what? 5, 10. Yeah, it's 2 extra stats that they get. And then if I can use depending on how good the pairs are, I can use a lesser or a regular. And maybe if it's a really awesome matchup, I can use a greater. Because my personal opinion, I believe stats are going to be what's going to make the hero the best hero. So that's why I focus so much on when I'm leveling to make sure I'm using crystals on the heroes I want to end up with, heroes that I use for combat play and all the stuff like that. And I personally, I believe, let's just look at level 20 since that's what we have right now. I think as combat comes out and we're in the middle of a bull market and we start having mass adoption and all that, if I have a level 20 ninja with, I don't know, let's say 50 decks, and I have a level 20 ninja with 60 decks, or maybe we should use agility. But anyways, so that's where you're at. I think the one with the higher decks or higher agility. Yes, that's right. Agility is what you really want because you want the speed. So the one with the better stats, I think, is going to be more valuable. So if I want to end up selling them, I think in the future that those stats are going to be that important to where I can get a premium for that hero if its stats are higher than average, as opposed to one that was just randomly leveled with whatever stat you wanted to put in there or however you did it. So that's why, and I also believe the higher you get above advanced classes and stuff like that is also going to bring a premium. So you add the premium of a summoner versus a wizard, and then you put on top of that a summoner with really high stats over a wizard. It's just going to bring you that much more of a premium. That's why I take leveling very serious in this game, and that's why most of my heroes right now are set to not level, because I want to go in and fine tune them all to get the best stats that I can. And plus, it would really help if we really knew how these stats affected gameplay. If you look at boar hunts, we found out that how we were doing our leveling was not quite the best. I know I've adjusted a few things since boar hunts came out and what we found out. So, with that said, that's all 10 of my wallets. That's where I sit. I'm a little over halfway to my goal to 10,000 heroes. I got a bunch of tests going on. I also have this here tracking tool that I'm building to see where everything's at. Once I get this further developed, I'll probably share this publicly so you guys can see where I'm at and see how things are looking. So, with that said, that's where I'm sitting at with my Legion. So, I don't have a random thought for you guys today, but I would like to use this time towards the end of the video to cover what my plans are moving forward with my YouTube channel. So, my YouTube channel, I'm going to start taking a little more serious. I want to start working on my quality of production. I want to start getting on a little better schedule. I want to really start getting all those starter series videos out, the how-to videos that I got planned. Right now in my backlogs, I have almost 20 videos that I'm working on getting out. So it's going to be a lot of work, but at the same time, I'm kind of enjoying this whole making content and all that stuff. I got a lot of work to do to improve, but in 2024, I really want to start working on the Zan brand. Now, I have a lot of other things besides just the YouTube channel that I'm working on. I got a website that I'm building. I really got to focus on working on what I'm going to do as far as the guild goes. Right now, I'm part of the Jewelers Guild. I really like those guys over there. They're doing a good job and all that. So when I say I really got to focus on the whole guild situation, don't take that as I don't like the guild I'm in. It has nothing to do with that. I just got to really work on my brand and how guild is going to work into that brand. You'll see more on that in the future. And then I also got to work on the content with some DFK Helper tutorials that I want to build. Start associating my brand probably a little bit more with DFK Helper, see what we got going on there, and just a lot of other things. So 2024, a lot of my focus is going to be working on building the Zan brand. There's a lot more to that than just what I'm sharing with you now, and you'll see that coming in the days to come. I'm hoping by Q2 to start having a lot more of that built out so you guys can see. Still working on getting some of my team together. I'm still missing some key members. So, with that said, please subscribe to the channel for more updates on what's going on with my, not just my Legion, but with the Zan brand as well. And with that said, I love you guys and keep moving forward. Thank you.